I wanted to make an important announcement that is probably of interest to you if you follow my channel regularly, but is definitely of interest to you if you are a patron of mine. Long story short, starting as of now, I'll no longer be accepting individual reaction requests, at least not for the foreseeable future. What this basically means is that I'll be simplifying Patreon to a single tier that allows access to exclusive content, polls, and the ability to suggest content. But I will be discontinuing the more expensive tiers that guarantee reaction requests. I'll also be discontinuing the shop for now, in other words, the special requests. And it's possible that I might reintroduce them in future, but for now, that's the plan. There's a few reasons for this. The first reason is that individual requests are just that. They're by and for the individual. And every time I receive one, I'm extremely grateful for it. And I always love engaging with the art that you guys suggest to me. Like, it's always such a joy to analyze. Unfortunately, it doesn't always translate to like broader popularity and channel growth, or like a mass appeal to a wider audience. Like, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. And I've just realized that it's just not as reliable as me doing the research by looking through YouTube comments and seeing what the general sentiment is there and following my research based on that. So that's the first reason, which is really basically just me getting a little bit more control over the content and optimizing my analytics and my channel a little bit better. And by the way, this doesn't mean that I'm going to stop reacting to lesser known tracks or obscure tracks. You know, as you can tell from my B-side battles, for example, I really do care about discovering hidden gems. So I'll always be keeping an eye out for those and digging deeper when discovering new groups and artists. The second aspect that's factored into this decision is that I'm starting to notice little seeds of a burnout to take effect. And that's a red flag that I kind of want to nip in the bud. In order for me to keep the channel fun, I have to be able to take breaks now and then. But the current system that I have, it means that I'm always sort of backlogged with requests. Requests, again, that I'm totally grateful for and excited to get to. It just means that there's never really any room for me to take a week or two off from the channel if I need it. So it's just a system that I can't really sustain consistently. So yeah, for that reason too, I am making these changes to make the channel more sustainable for me in the long term. And the last reason that I'd like to give for stopping the individual reaction requests is because I'm trying to carve out more time outside of the channel for my own music. You know, I've been introducing myself as a composer for a few months now, and it's important for me to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk and make my own music, put it out there for people to love or not love, and to enjoy or criticize or whatever, the same way that I do for all of this art that I explore on the channel. So that's something that I find really exciting, and another reason why I just need that extra bit of flexibility when it comes to balancing making videos and making music. And I know 100% that this whole thing is going to disappoint a lot of my patrons who, of course, enjoy the benefit of individual reaction requests. All I can tell you really is that I've thoroughly enjoyed taking your requests, and I'm sincerely grateful for all your generosity. And I hope that you'll stick with me as supporters of the channel, you know, either on Patreon or in the YouTube comments or wherever. So what are the next steps? First of all, any requests already currently in queue are still in queue. I'm still going to do all the requests that are currently in the spreadsheet, which I'll link to in the description. You can always, of course, request a refund for any reaction not already recorded if you like. No questions asked there. And as for the tiers on Patreon, I will be deleting any tier above the mood tier within the next few days. So if you are subscribed to any tier at, I think it's tempo or above, I will be deleting the tier and your subscription will be cancelled, but of course you ought to feel free to resubscribe to the mood tier. And if you're a member of the origin tier, I have decided that I am going to be reducing the price of that tier to $3, the same as the mood tier, as I feel like I can no longer promise origin tier exclusive benefits. So that's why I'm reducing the price of that tier, so all patrons will have the same benefits moving forward. It is possible that I can provide origin tier exclusive benefits in future, but it's not something I can guarantee anymore in an effort, again, to gain more flexibility on the channel. And as for what the mood tier will consist of, again, It's the exclusive content that I'm going to continue to create. It'll be polls and it'll be request opportunities, which will probably take the form of me putting out a prompt and getting suggestions from everyone, and then probably putting those suggestions into a poll. So my patrons will take priority in influencing the channel, as always. Again, it's just the individual guaranteed reactions that I have to stop for now. And who knows, I might reintroduce them in future if I get more comfortable. I'm just starting to notice right now that I can't sustain them in the meantime. So I hope that you guys will understand where I'm coming from and look forward to all the other good stuff coming up that I've planned. So that's about it. If you have any specific concerns or questions that I didn't address, let me know in the comments or in a DM and I'll happily get back to you. That about sums it up. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for following my channel and becoming a patron if you've subscribed to my Patreon. But I'm excited for this step. So yeah, that's about it from me. Thank you so much and take care.